Hi, I'm Joel Persinger. I'm out here at the P2K range with Practical Defense Systems, and we're continuing the video series on how to unload and load your revolver in a defensive situation. Now, the previous video was how to unload it, so if you haven't seen that, you might want to watch it. It'll give you some key tips on how to get the spent brass out of the gun as quickly as possible so you can get it reloaded and get back in the fight. This video is going to be on how to load the gun with a speed loader, and there's a couple of different ways to do it, actually more than a couple. I'm going to show you the two most popular that I'm aware of, and if you happen to know one that I don't, please comment and let us know. We'll explore that and maybe put it in a future video. By the way, I will have a video coming up pretty soon on how to load your revolver with speed strips if you happen to be carrying a little snubby or something along those lines. But this is a full-size revolver, and it's empty, and we're working with a remote camera, so don't worry, we're not pointing the gun at anybody. Obviously, if we shoot them all up and we want to reload the gun, we're going to go through our stress reload, as we learned, or we're going to go through the old-fashioned reload if we're shooting a 38 or something that the forcing cone isn't going to burn us, as we learned. But once we do that, we have to get ammunition back in the gun as efficiently as possible. A couple of different ways to do that. One that's very commonly taught is to hold the gun up in front of you like this. And the reason for that is we want to make sure that we're following the mantra, head up, eyes up, gun up. If we have our head up and our eyes up and the gun up, we can maintain situational awareness. We can see what's going on around us, and somebody's not going to move and we didn't see it, or try to attack us and we don't see it coming. Whereas if we're down here working on the gun down here, now we lose all of our awareness of what's around us. So if we're ever in a gunfight, remember, head up, eyes up, gun up. Now, this is one way to do it if you can see. Now, if it's daylight or there's some ambient light and you can see what you're doing, gun up. Take your speed loader, line it up with the holes, and either, if it's depending on the brand, if you got to push a button or twist the knob or whatever, this one you twist the knob, they all fall in, drop the speed loader, you don't need it anymore, it can be discarded, the gun is loaded, and now you're back in business. So that's one approach. Now let me show you another one that works in the dark. First of all, let's unload our gun, and let's make sure we've got another speed loader. This is a system that works well in the dark because what statistically is true about civilian contests with criminals with guns is typically they happen at night, and sometimes they happen in low light situations or in very poor light situations. And if you get older like me, you don't see that well at night, and I may not be able to see the holes if I hold it up in front of me to line the darn thing up. So here's a way to do it. You can do it in absolute total darkness. You can do it with your eyes closed. You can do it blindfolded. It doesn't matter. All right, unloaded gun again. Bang, bang, bang. We shot them all up. We're going to dump them however we're going to dump them, whatever we're going to do, whatever preferred way we've used to evacuate the spent brass from the gun. Now we're just going to hold the gun and cradle it just like this. And we're going to bring the gun down to our belly button. Now that seems silly since I just said head up, eyes up, gun up, didn't I? Well, in this case, it's still head up, eyes up. We want to maintain our situational awareness, but we can bring the gun down here where we can feel it up against our belly and we know where the gun is. Now, when we get our speed loader, either it's out of a speed loader pouch, out of our pocket, however we got it, the important thing is to make sure we hold our speed loader sort of cupping it like that. So now you can see my fingers are extended beyond the length of the cartridges, and they're wrapped around the speed loader in sort of a semi-arc. The important thing is that way I can take this, and with this I can use my fingers to indicate, to index on the top of the cylinder and get the speed loader lined up so that it just drops right in. See that? There you go. Now watch, I'll do it again. And do it every time in the dark. I've been doing this for years, and I'm an old guy, so trust me, it works. I just reached in and got my speed loader. I'm not going to look. Eyes closed. Watch it. I'll do it with my eyes closed. Here you go. Eyes closed, hand out. Reach in, get my speed loader, there it is. I reach over here, index it on the cylinder, I wait till it drops in, drop the ammunition, and the gun is loaded. How about that? Pretty fast, wouldn't you believe it? And guess what? You know, you can look, and I can count them, and there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't lose one. It's a very simple process, very easy thing to do if you practice it, and a very good way to be able to load your revolver quickly with a speed loader, and you can do it in absolute, complete darkness. We'll have some more videos on revolvers, on how to use them in defensive situations. We're also going to have some videos on pistols, semi-automatic pistols the same way, how to load your magazine, how to load your gun effectively and unload it safely, and so on. So keep an eye on for those future videos, and don't forget to watch the past ones. We've got some great videos that maybe you haven't seen yet. Please like, subscribe, share us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, all those wonderful places on the internet. And it would be great if you ever get a chance to come out and visit us out here at the P2K range in El Cajon. It's a fabulous place to shoot.